Oh,
Carrie.
Twice,
This one's
twice a year we
return,
get.
this one was
Okay, I don't know.
approved in March. Show you what was approved.
This is the house.
This was approved, this is the approved one, this is the revised one. This is the one that was approved, Brendan and Joe.
This one's approved.
That one was approved, 11/17 is the revised.
We made some changes to it. We think we made it better. We made it a bit smaller, so it gave us the budget to do some really nice stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, what are you changing?
Okay, well, this has been shortened. And we went with glass, so you can see that's the entrance,
Uh-oh,
the
this
main
one.
entrance.
Mhm.
And we had like a smaller peak here. And we went with a bigger one, and it just seems to look better.
Yeah.
And structurally it looks better too. And this was 2 stories here, now it's a porch.
Mm-hmm.
And this here was, this came out like 6 feet, something like that, 4 feet. So now it's flush, and then you have the downstairs, the basement level curves around, that's existing. And you follow the line of the basement, and then square it straight up.
The roof, new as well, or were previously planning to do stainless and
We changed the roof,
change the roof?
Yeah, we didn't know.
because you can see more of it now.
Yeah. Well, it's-
I think it's really nice.
And we added the siding.
What are the changes?
So they
Okay, we'll have to
shortened
give you a
this,
line, yeah.
Yeah,
they
okay.
shortened this, they also.
You can't say this, just.
Yeah.
Oh, they showed, is that the garage, is that, it was all the way to the column, yes, before?
Alright, I'm sorry, let's take a step back from that.
Well,
We keep notes and stuff of this almost like, can you give us a couple of bullets that we can take notes on?
okay, yeah.
So the left side of the front facade, what are you doing?
Left side, it's smaller in the plan,
This is the
it's
sketch.
a little bit.
Looks the same, doesn't it? But it's
Well,
not.
we put all glass here so it catch your eye.
But the structure
That's the
itself,
main entrance.
the structure itself, is the dimensions different or is it the same
Yes.
shell?
Yes,
Oh, it is the same.
it comes out shorter this way.
Okay, so it is shorter. Is it shorter or this dimensions are actually, we wanted to know, this dimension is shorter or no?
He's saying it is shorter in the
It
revised.
is, yeah,
Yeah, it
it
is.
is glass.
Because I guess, you know.
And you're changing the glass, you're taking all the buttons out?
Yeah, we'll just, yeah,
How come just curious, how come you got some glass that's just clear pane glass as opposed to?
Oh, no, we're gonna put the same in there. I think we're gonna use the same design that we've used here.
Okay, we probably ask you to draw that.
Yeah, we'll draw it in. We're gonna use the same design in there.
what is it?
Yeah, we're gonna do, probably on the doors, we have a
So
2 over
the
2,
south,
we're probably gonna do 6 on each side.
southwest elevation,
Okay,
left expansion is shorter in the revised proposal. The roof lines are changed,
yes.
the roof lines in the southwest elevation have changed.
Mhm.
What else, we just need to note it.
Okay, this second story is
Okay,
eliminated.
so the right side of the southwest elevation, second story reduced,
It's
omitted.
Yes,
Is it completely omitted or is it just a smaller expansion?
It's, this is the existing,
Nice.
house here.
Got a piece.
I can't tell
And
what's
this
existing.
No, I can't even.
This was added on,
What, is the existing house? Where's that?
two
So
stories.
smaller second story.
Yeah,
So this is the house. But that-
Right, so
that's
this is
beautiful.
all new, it's just not gonna be smaller new.
exactly.
Alright.
Because it was going like this all the way
No,
to
it goes,
here.
but it goes over the curve thing, so the house is really coming out to here.
It goes a little further beyond
Yeah.
the curve.
So the small gable is like this big,
Right,
and then the one-story porch comes over here.
that's it?
Because
Does-
you
was
see
that-
the curve, no, this is the curve.
This
That's
is the curve.
yeah.
Oh, that's the end of the
That's the
curve.
curve.
So this
it's
they're
here.
keeping, this screened in thing all goes.
Oh, so
on.
it goes
That's-
all the way here.
That's
Oh,
at
so
this
it's
level
one.
here. Yeah, the screen thing goes from here to here and follows the curve of that lower level.
Alright, and then the northwest elevation. That's beyond, so it's really,
It's pretty similar to what we had.
well, this is shorter, so this is,
Oh, that's right, yeah, that's shorter, you know. see,
okay, so northwest elevation, right side reduced in the new proposal. And the northwest elevation, here we go, we can use this.
Okay.
So what's changing here?
This is where that partial second story was removed.
This is the elevation, existing one?
That's it. So, yeah, that curve
Right, and this
thing
is,
is there underneath the
this gets
screen.
cut back, so
and
this piece is.
the screen porch existing was here.
Right, so,
Right.
so southeast elevation,
Changes the size.
second story, left side reduced.
You know, going to be those columns, my last first year,
And you should probably say these notes if you're gonna say data, like including but not limited to, because there's little things that change. And on the northwest elevation, roof lines are changing.
One thing we changed was, over on this end, the windows. They were existing last time.
And you can put buttons in them too and make them look the vernacular of the rest of the, try to make them look like.
Yeah, those are existing. The big picture
These
windows
three
that are on that,
existing?
yeah, and those are pre-existing.
I mean, this one looks. It's the
Are
last
you
one.
reskinning the whole house? Are you putting new siding on the whole house?
Oh, absolutely, right now, the siding will be taken off and we're gonna put a hardy plank on the whole house. Yeah, there's aluminum siding on it.
How many windows are new versus existing for the main?
Those are the only three windows we're gonna leave, the three that you can see.
Why, just curious why you're keeping them, why don't you make them look like everything is the same and new? And I don't wanna spend your money for you, but, you know, usually in a renovation, you notice whatever you don't touch, right?
Yeah, I could do the same dividers in them. I've talked to the window company, Marvin can make them.
You know, even the two little windows around the chimney.
One of those are existing. One of them is. Yeah, that was our comment
One
from
of
last
the-
time.
One of
one
them
of
is,
I think we suggested the addition of
Yeah.
one on the
Yeah.
other side last
Yeah.
time.
That's right. It looks better.
so you gotta pick a style that's in the family of the other new windows for the new window?
For the windows, yeah.
Comments on the massing, anybody?
I think those look a lot better
Right?
than the original.
We took some of the square footage and we
kind of
put it into the finishes, and I think it looks better.
Proportions, I think, are a lot better.
So this facade sticks forward. The master bedroom sticks forward of the
Oh,
big
yes,
gable.
it overhangs,
Oh, it overhangs.
yeah.
Okay.
That line there
Okay,
is where it comes out 2 feet.
okay.
My only comment is the windows, it'd be nice if they would all look consistent, all the windows. Anybody have comment?
No, I think
Yeah, the stone that we're gonna incorporate, when we started looking at that, the standing seam roof goes really well with it. So it's gonna be black windows, white siding, and then a grayish.
Right, I suggested that the
standing
only
seam
thing that was already changed.
It's a real, we saw one else. I don't know if you're familiar with North Salem, I saw a house like Mrs. Baxter, and that's when I changed it. It was a gorgeous, just, it looks exactly like this, and I was like, wow, we can do that. It's the nicest house on Baxter. So it's appropriate for this area.
And so these big windows that stay, the last one that has some sort of mounting, yes, in like vertical, yes?
Side.
No, that's in here. These are those.
Right.
Three.
This is the original.
This is the original.
So this is the new window.
But this one doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
Here, on the
Yeah.
picture. On the picture looks like
Well,
those
but that
two,
one does though.
yeah, but these two no,
Oh.
these two don't. So I'm just wondering what's, I mean, this is probably the true, because that's a photo. Yes, these existing ones?
Yeah.
You have one like this triple,
You're saying this one doesn't look like it's
this one,
existing.
yeah, and
Right, there's some casements there.
Oh, this one has, yeah, this one has.
I'll need this one, because the other two are like,
The
looks
other
like
one,
fixed pane,
They're the same.
yeah, fixed pane.
My suggestion and request is, can you make them all look the same, like the house has all these similar windows?
Sure.
Keep the openings that you want, of course.
Mhm. Yeah, we can do that.
Can you put notes in there, and you can get an approval tonight if you'll put notes on the drawings and
Of course.
all the clear windows that, you know,
That-
match the others.
They'll match
and all
those,
that.
absolutely. No problem with that. I was gonna do it anyway.
And would you add, why wouldn't you add windows to the stair on the northwest elevation? It's 2 stories of blank wall.
Where the stairs up against the wall.
Yeah, you could still put some sort of daylight. Right now you've got a big blank wall there.
Yeah,
And it's not 1 story, it's a 2-story blank wall. It seems pretty not in character with the rest of the house.
Must be a nice space with light in there, put a nice.
Well, they have it on 2 sides, but.
Which area?
yeah, this is the same.
Where's the
Yeah, we have a triple window.
I'm thinking.
To the left side of
we're
that.
talking about
Yeah, so you walk in and there's this big window.
But if you turn
here.
the corner where the stairs
And
go
this one
up,
at the back.
Yeah.
and then this wall here,
And then over
there's
here
nothing.
too, there's no.
So that becomes like a wall.
Your other side.
Yeah, so I guess this, we were talking about this one, just because, yes, it's not that you don't have the daylight, but it's just in elevation, you start to
Yeah, that one, that right there.
And if this is
So
the,
if there was just something, yeah, in elevation.
and if this is the main entrance walking in, it'd be nice to, I don't know if there's a view or just to get some daylight coming in from this way, because it doesn't look like you have anything on this side either.
But talking about the back there.
Yeah,
Well,
so this
on the
was,
first floor,
Well, yeah, not on the first floor.
you don't have windows here, you don't have
Well,
windows
we
here.
have on the second floor, there's 2 stories.
Right, why wouldn't you put any more, I mean, again, it's not in character with the house to have such big blank walls, and nor do we want to have big blank walls like that.
We need to do something here.
I think we were
This is-
talking about this, not this.
Well, not that one so much, but this side.
This side,
Oh,
the other
that
one,
one,
that
okay.
one, that,
Are we
Yeah,
talking about this
exactly.
side, right?
Yeah,
that wall.
exactly, that wall.
I think the window would be so high up though, right, cause you have the stairway going down.
Yeah, the stairs gonna be.
It would be
Well,
nice
you
if it
you
was
could have
Two
a-
story space.
So it'd have to be
I
on
mean,
the
I-
second floor.
Yeah, I'm guessing I don't know what's happening with the cellar, but I'm assuming this stair opens up then you have daylight under here maybe, I don't know, or the light. So the windows don't have to follow the floors, as sometimes stairs, they kind of follow a diagonal pattern, so you can tell it's a stair hall. Again, I can't really tell from these plans, but I would say you need at least one window on that facade.
And maybe
Come on,
dive in
Jeff.
the risers and see where it is.
So
and
where
then
do we
put
have
it
to go first, in this area?
Yeah, the stairs basically here, well, it comes down,
You see
About
where,
halfway.
you see where the floor of the second floor is, because you have the line.
So it would be up
So it
here
has to
then?
be above.
Okay, we
Well,
could do a window,
it has
and
to be
there-
that's fine.
There could be
18
one
inches above the
here in
floor.
this corner, as you come up the stairs, you're actually looking out the window, and again, I can't.
So
Oh,
on the
well,
second
that's an
floor,
idea.
we would do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
second floor,
That's
because you
fine.
can't do it.
Well, also halfway up the first floor, because there's no floor here, but it would be.
I think that you wanna follow the line. You want one in the middle here?
I'm not designing it for you, but it just needs more interest in daylight on that side.
Okay, we'll put one up here,
We'll,
I think
we'll
that's
give
fine.
you a little flexibility, but we'd like a window on that facade.
Sure, you want us to draw it on that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
See.
fine.
so you prefer it up on the second
Yeah, I
level
think I prefer it on the second.
instead of like
Just
halfway
make sure
up the
that
stair.
it's 18.
I think,
And
what do
then
you think?
Northeast, I got it.
There's
I
no
got it.
landing there, actually, we have winders.
Yeah, I would rather, like we do on a lot of houses, we have a run of art and then a window at the top, I think that would be nice. Alright, do we have,
Okay.
I'm sorry, do we have pencil, Tom?
Oh, you could take it out there and do it.
Do it out there?
Let me
We'll
organize
get the
the
next applicant
plans
and you
first.
come back in when you, if you draw.
That's old, okay.
Oh, okay, so we have to wait for the next applicant to
Yeah.
come? Okay, that's fine, we'll go out.
Is that mine?
You
Because
you can come back,
So they can come back in a second.
yeah, so, I think you can step out for a moment, draw in what you need to do, okay. Soon as this applicant is done, you can come back in and start to-
Alright, thank you. Alright.
Here, I'll give you the two plans.
And whatever you change, just by the way, and sign it. Put your initials.
Oh, initially,
Yeah, bubble it and bubble it.
So Judy?
Yeah.
Okay, so just make the changes on these two sets,
Okay, fine,
okay?
thank you.
oh, okay. Just decide maybe.
Great, it's great stuff. Actually, it's three sets. Oh, wait. You leave that room over there.
Oh, on all three sets?
Yep.
Okay.
Hi, 2:30 Brunswick? Right over there. So there's three sets, right?
Good evening, everybody.
Hi.
What's your
I'm
name?
Willie Besharat, representing the owners, Mr.
The architect or contractor or?
Well, I'm a designer.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
William Besharat.
Can you spell your last name?
B as in boy,
Mm-hmm.
ESHARAT as in Tom. Okay, the house, actually, did you guys get a chance to see the existing conditions in the house, yes, so you have the pictures there. And what we propose in here is an addition above the garage. I have the drawings here of the existing conditions. So it shows. This is basically. I got another one for you. This is the existing condition of the house. It has a partial second floor on the main house. The garage itself is a single story. The pictures shows that clearer. This area over here, it's very tight second floor. We adding a bedroom to it above the garage area. Of course, we're doing a few changes. A lot of the changes have taken place already in this house with a building permit. Not on the exterior, only in the interior changes. We will not do any exterior changes till we speak to you, of course. And we have other things to deal with that we are dealing with at the same time. Right now, we are in the process of getting a Board of Health approval to expand the septic system to a 4-bedroom septic versus 3. And this addition also is going to need a variance because of the lot is a pre-existing non-conforming, although we're not changing the footprint. The addition takes place, we are increasing the pre-existing non-conforming situation, so therefore we are going to need a variance for it, and we are in the process of doing that. We are in front of the planning board, I think at the next meeting. I'm sorry, the zoning board for the variance on that. But anyway, I'll take you quickly through this addition. If you notice the second floor, look at the existing condition and the proposed remain the same, really just updating everything, upgrading everything. The addition is gonna take place only above the garage itself.
So
And
what is this gable for?
that's it. No, that's we adding that just to balance out instead of, we're creating peaks on one side, so we decided to add another peak to the house itself to just create a balance. The bottom of the house is all brick veneer, and this is like typical late 50s, early 60s bay window that's dilapidated, floor to ceiling, none of it is tempered glass or anything. So we're removing this. Surprisingly, Andersen makes a window basically not the same height, but the same width from right to left and the same bow. Luckily, we're using that, so we're replacing it with a casement window of a bay window, raising it up above the floor, taking some of the stone, the brick out, taking all the brick out, replacing it with the stone underneath the existing front porch. We created also another small peak above the door. The siding of the whole house is gonna be all replaced. Right now, it has old, kind of worn out cedar shakes. We're gonna remove that, replace everything with hardy plank. Or, which is the best maintenance free now. Although they have other products
This
on the
already
market.
blank too, this part?
Yeah, that's gonna be hardy plank. Yeah, it comes in bottom bath in sheets, put up, and the batten applied to that. It's beautiful and easy to work with. I actually did that at my daughter's house in Connecticut. It came out really beautiful and it moves fast because you put a big sheet up and then you space your battens on it. The color of the house is gonna be a gray color. I have like a sample of the color where we would like it to be. The trim all gonna be white, slightly off-white, not bright white. And this is the siding color, but it's gonna be different, like gonna be horizontal and bottom batten, but it's gonna be all the same color. It's not gonna be like different colors. We thought it will be a lot softer situation that way. We're gonna go with a charcoal roof. Above the front porch, we are gonna go with raised seam metal roofing, just to give it a little accent, to create a focal point between the stone and the metal roofing above it. The rest is like Andersen windows standard. The existing fireplace is a masonry fireplace, and it's not in the best of shape. The brick on it, so we're gonna cover it with stucco that will match the color of the siding, so it will be the easiest way to do it that way. We are adding a couple of windows onto the house itself, trying to make it as bright as possible. We're removing there's a single garage door right now, large and kind of dilapidated, so we're gonna take it off and put two smaller windows, 9-foot garage doors. And that's basically it. I
Is there
have
a
the survey,
homeowner?
say that again?
Is there a homeowner or are you looking for a building developer?
He's a homeowner, it's actually, he's a developer basically, but I think the son's gonna be his house. This is the survey of the property. It's basically far away from all the neighbors, but the lot is not large enough for the zone, that's why we are going to need a setback variance here. Also, yeah, the other thing, I apologize, I failed to mention, there is in the back, right now, there's a concrete deck over here and a bay window. We're gonna take the bay window out, replace it with a sliding glass door and add a deck. And the concrete patio is gonna remain, and that's not gonna change.
What's the material of the front door now?
The material of the front door is, right now, is a like fiberglass door basically, and we're gonna replace it with a metal door.
No, I mean around it, the skin around it.
The skin around it right now is brick, and we're removing the brick and we add in real stone veneer.
And you're moving the front door too.
Yes, we're gonna center it a little bit, yes.
What's happening back here?
Where, in the rear?
It seems like this is in the same plane as this. Right?
Are you looking at the rear elevation or?
Yeah, so these two are in the same plane?
Well, if you look at it no, they're not, this side over here and this side, they're far away, they're almost 8 feet apart.
No, this little piece here is in the same plane as this.
I'm sorry.
This little piece,
That little piece is at the same plane as the
the old house.
as the old house, yes, we are aligning the walls.
Right.
Over there, yes.
What's this trim piece?
And-
But the
and then this-
roof line, because of the depth of it, will vary.
And then this thing is set way back.
That thing, that's the back of the garage. Yeah, this one over there, not really that far back, but it's set back, 3 feet. See, that will be at the same plane as the garage, this one over here. If you notice, there's a column.
It's like.
Hold on. There's a column there, that's an addition there, yeah, that column.
So there's a
That's
big,
exactly,
big overhang
exactly, an
here,
overhang, yes.
and then the second floor overhangs. It's set back 6'8" from,
Correct,
From
yes,
that piece.
yeah.
you have a roof plan?
A what?
A roof plan.
I'm not sure if we have a roof plan on that. No, I don't think it's part of the set, but that's not an issue to supply, either to provide the board with it, that's no problem.
What is gonna be happening with these windows in the master bedroom?
In the master bedroom
'Cause yeah, right above the garage doors, cause I was curious, they're not spaced evenly on them.
well, what
And
we
then I look
try
at-
to do is we put 2 windows over here with enough room
Right.
between them to allow for and there's a window which should be
Which should
shown
be
on the
drawn,
plan.
okay, in the shower stall?
Yes.
Yeah, so
That
that
was
was
the master first.
drawn.
Yes, we'll add that on. And you would like to see a roof plan, you said?
Well, right here, you're pulling the whole house, the existing house.
Yes.
So why does it,
No, the roof that you're talking about, it's a little bit in. That is,
it's a different roof pitch?
it's
than
a
the-
different roof pitch because this section, the roof goes from here to here.
Right.
And then this section goes from here to here, which is the same
So
size basically as the house.
why don't I see that here? You should have a different roof pitch here.
A different roof pitch there
This-
on the
this-
side.
This roof. Are you an architect or an engineer?
I'm architecturally trained, I have a degree in architecture,
So,
yes.
so what I'm getting at is the drawings aren't accurate.
We'll revisit that and see what it is.
Well, because I think all of this is kind of a massing mess, so it's gotta be drawn accurately.
Okay.
And so I think I need to see a roof plan and depict what you're actually gonna build, because this is not what you're gonna see over here.
Okay, and
And then
I know
also,
we studied
also-
this, I think the roof plan will give us a better idea and will clarify it for you.
So where is this in the plan?
It's right.
This is up on the top and below that is the column that's holding it,
You're
yes.
seeing this.
And that is sitting on the column.
This roof is like this and this roof is like this. So you should see a different roof pitch there. Sure not.
And that window is the
No, that's a
I I will take a look at that, but I think that roof is, see, that's column over there.
It's a huge overhang.
It's not an overhang, it's just on a column, it's framed and
Oh,
being
so we
held.
see.
And it's the same plane as both sides. Yeah, that's what the column is holding, that's the roof should not be different pitch.
In both of those, you could have
Why are these window patterns? Like this window pattern is very unbalanced and shifted, and is there a reason these can't be more balanced?
No, we've balanced them, no problem, it could be balanced. I can move it out, well, the reason why we wanted the tub to be a little bit, like centered underneath the window, but I can move this
If there's
window
a way you
here.
can
I can
look at that.
I can take the window and move it closer to the other one and center it.
Does anybody have
underneath the
comments
peak.
on the front facade and the penetration and all that?
Yeah, one of my comments on the front would be this seems really foreign, the bay window, as opposed to all the rest of the windows in the entire house, so why are you trying to keep this?
Why am I trying to keep this? Because the homeowner, wants it. They want the bay window.
Okay.
And there should be, these.
No,
Like
but they're
I
not
said,
keeping the big
it-
window, they're keeping a smaller casement in the same width, you're trying to keep the
No,
width.
no, it's a bow window made by Anderson, has the same bow, the same exposed to 19 inches out. Okay?
It's just shorter, right?
We're making it shorter, the other one is right to the floor.
So what are you gonna do above that window?
It's an existing right now, you see, we have AZAC panel, it's gonna follow the same
So
contours as
the
bow.
original one that they fell in love with when they bought this house can't be restored?
Is beyond, if you ever
Okay.
take a walk in that area, it's, you can see daylight in the cracks of it, it's really beyond repair. Beyond repair, it's, at the time when it was installed, it looked pretty and what have you, but as time has,
That's really
Taking
my
a
only
toll on
comment on the front, would be that. it's
yeah,
so
those
that-
items would
that
be
big
more than
one
happy
is-
to address them for the
Everything
next
else.
meeting.
Again, you would have a line here too, so you should draw that line.
We'll revisit those and,
And then I find
I think it's a good suggestion to
And
do a
then
roof plan,
this-
we'll.
this is a little weird that you have an eave here, but you have no eave over here.
Yeah, because that roof goes in the front of it and it ties into it.
Oh,
It's-
that's right, See,
Yeah.
there's something really weird about that whole corner.
You know what, I agree with you, I think the roof plan will clarify it a lot better.
Maybe it would look better if it matched the height of the rest of the windows, but that doesn't even match this.
What is this one?
It doesn't match, it doesn't match this height.
Because this roof is coming beyond this.
I think the one in the garage is a
in front
little bit
of that.
lower, we can push it
Something's
up a
weird,
little bit.
this is
Yeah, so
weird.
you can't draw it.
On the,
Something's-
yeah,
something's
the
wrong.
bay window.
The bay window is basically at a 6'8" high. It's the same height as the garage, is a little bit lower, so I would push the garage window up a little bit.
He added this to the down, this to the down.
But it is existing right
What's
now,
other weird
you know.
is too is that
Sure, I don't think
over the garage, there's like two hips over the house.
Necessary.
It's like you
No,
get something
it's something, we're redoing the siding on the house, so I think a lot of things are, we'll be able to do.
Because that's new, yeah?
Yeah, that's new.
But
So,
bigger
yeah, why
bay
is it
window.
not symmetrical?
The bay, which you talking about, the bow window, we're using the same opening, the same header, we don't wanna change that. Like I said, we left out that Anderson makes the same, almost identical size, like a difference, I think, 1.5
No,
inches.
but even though I know that this is just two of these, but
Why is it
just
not
looks
symmetrical?
totally
Like this
different.
is shorter and it's
Square
shorter.
window,
The overhang you're talking about?
Yeah.
the better separated them and separated them.
I think I tried
Because
to
it's
align,
weird,
we
yeah?
tried to align something,
With
yeah.
something?
Are you guys comfortable with the front facade and
Oh,
window penetrations? Anybody have comments on that?
Not beyond Travis's, I mean, I think it's fine, and it's a huge improvement, obviously.
Definitely, anything is an improvement on what's happening at that house, it's really in very bad shape. And a beautiful location too, very visible, not far from the entrance to IBM.
Alright, so you're gonna do a roof plan, you're gonna look at the roof, you're gonna look at some of the windows, and
Mhm.
you'll come back at our next meeting?
We'll be at the next meeting, yeah.
Or anything
No,
else?
no, the casement is only the bow window.
I think if
Double
you do
hungs.
that, you need
Those are
some
double
sort of
hungs?
bracket,
Yes.
something to make it look like it's holding it up.
Something, yeah.
So I think over here we have this, if this is the front facade and this is really sticking forward, and again, I don't. You know, I think you need some sort of brackets or something to show that it's supporting this, and then over here, the same thing.
Well,
with
we don't
that.
need that for support, but aesthetically, yes. but
Yeah, for
support.
aesthetically, cause you're sort of making a garrison colonial, but not really.
We can provide some brackets, we'll see what it looks like, and I'll discuss it with you on it too.
The next meeting is May 7th.
Okay,
I'll need the new submission by April 30th.
Am I the only one that thinks like some of these square windows on the front facade, which I realize are twin double hungs that match some of the other double hungs, but that, you know, being centered together in the middle is a totally different
Yeah.
rhythm and leaves a lot of blank space outside of them?
it's, okay, one of the things that we looked at
Well,
later
that's
on.
true, it's true, I don't have a huge issue with it.
You know, what we are going to do, just which is, we spoke about it even before here, but it was a little bit too late, is we're gonna align this window and this window and probably have another small window to line it up, that will give it a lot better balance.
Well, I
Yeah,
was
they-
thinking if you pull them apart.
No, leave them there, but we're gonna take the window, the double window, and move it down to align it with the window above it, center them together.
And then you'll add something over here?
Yes, I'm gonna align another window above it, you know, below it. Will be the same size, because we're replacing the windows anyway there, so.
I don't think this is drawn right either. The proportion from this to this doesn't match the plan. So it's much wider here than there, so
That, I don't know, we'll double check that, but the, you know, the proportion over here is include the closet, hold on a second, not just. No, it's drawn, right, you know, we usually align it with the computer with lines, so.
It's just a 6.310 line. And did you say what is the chimney, is it staying like
The
this?
chimney is staying, it's a brick chimney right now, but that's not in the best of shape, and we're gonna cover it with a stucco to match the color of the siding.
so my point about all this roof lines and drawing it accurately, I still don't think if you draw it accurately that this is gonna look right.
We'll wait and
The
see,
massing,
we
the
will,
massing.
like I said, we'll revisit it,
The massing is all weird here, the overhangs are, you're gonna have some weird junctions and things
I
like that.
think the use of the word weird is a little bit too strong. Awkward, okay.
Okay,
We'll revisit it and we'll double check it, you know, it's no problem, all these are good suggestions, are very welcome suggestions, and we will definitely get the submission changed, alright? And we appreciate your input,
I really appreciate the
Alright.
cooperation.
thank you.
That's it.
Thank you, everybody.
No problem. You go right up there. We'll call you in after they're done.
Oh, okay.
Are you the architect?
I am, I'm John Downs, the architect, for additions and alterations to 6 Southview.
Okay.
So, I've been engaged by Meredith and Adam Goodfriend, who are a young couple starting a family, and they need more space for their kids. So we have an existing house on a rather large lot at the end of a cul-de-sac. The existing building, it's a 2-story plus basement house. This is the view from the street. This is the view from the backyard, the sloping site.
What's in here? What's that big parking lot?
That's really.
That's near Greeley.
Big school.
Oh, okay.
It'll be a short walk.
Okay.
That's cool. At any rate, it's a rather simple, mundane 4-bedroom house, very small spaces, really not conducive to family life. They currently have a basement with a little rec room and a small office. The first floor has a very small kitchen off of a deck, so it's only accessible from the kitchen, very kind of straight, and a 2-car attached garage that you actually have to circulate out onto the deck to get into the kitchen. Really not a very user-friendly area, so I kind of focused on this zone. Also a very undersized dining room facility. They have a big family that they like to have Thanksgiving, so part of the program is to fix the kitchen, breakfast, mudroom area, and extend their family room. The upstairs is currently 3 very small bedrooms and 1 hall bath for all of them, which is unfortunate. So part of this problem I sought to solve was to create a master suite and to create more bathrooms, a hall bath for the kids and a master suite, ensuite bathroom. Existing elevation wise, this is the front elevation. You can see just gable forms intersecting and another gable poking out to house the garage with a little sunroom addition off the side. Again, the rear has an existing dilapidated deck behind this kitchen area. And it's a gable form with a couple of dormers. Nothing architecturally significant in my view. We tried to give it a little more curb appeal in our proposed design. So, first floor wise, what I did, obviously the sections in black is new construction, was to create a mudroom, a 1-story mudroom directly off the garage, so that one could then circulate into an expanded eat-in kitchen area with room for a breakfast table and an island with seating and ample appliances and whatnot. Also creating a kind of a cross-access here to service this large dining room for good family living. Removing some partitions to have a feeling of contiguous space. The problem with this building is really it's totally divorced from the land. It's like up on the 2nd level, and you're basically just, you need a deck to really feel like you're outdoors. So I expanded a nice deck that circulates back down to grade. The massing of this whole thing bears in mind, what's going on upstairs, so that problem. So above the kitchen and breakfast room expansion, I added a second level, which would create the cathedral ceilinged master bedroom and allow for me to create this kind of suite with his and hers walk-in closet, take over this existing small single bathroom and create an ensuite master. This piece right here, we created a flat second-story deck off of the master bedroom. So a gable mass, flat deck with railing. And as you'll see in the elevations, to create this kind of additional space, it's kind of low knee wall closet space. The way these gables come down is to poke up some shed dormers, both front and back, to create the additional headroom and also to give it some pop on the street. This kind of found space in the basement, we're gonna have some columns for our deck above. There's a very small office here. They could kind of work at home, so this would create a new home office for them. So what I was looking at. Elevation wise, from the street, modest changes, really just adding this shed dormer all the way across. This is the bathroom and one of the walk-in closets. Give it a little curb appeal, hopefully. This is the north elevation. This is the side of the existing garage. And our addition, which pokes out the back, is a gable form, but I also tried to break the scale of this gable by dropping the eave lines down to match the existing eave lines of the existing gable, and then to create the high headroom space by again utilizing these shed dormers, which can pop up and also intersect above the new master bathroom to create just continuous high headroom space, but to break the scale of the building. The one-story mudroom addition, again, a little found space in the basement, but really just a shed roof that intersects with the existing gable end of the garage. Looking at it from the school, this actually is a little deck that we've created with the stairs peeling back down. This, is basement windows sliders. We've got sliding glass doors, basically from the master suite out onto that second level deck. And we have two sets of sliding doors, one from the breakfast area and one from the dining room. So it was a nice request, whether he'll have coffee in the morning up there. I don't know. I have one and I never use it, but that was the goal. So from a material point of view, we're matching everything. This is a wood shingle house, with an asphalt roof. And basically, the whole thing is going to get Marvin clad windows and shutters to match existing, paint colors to match existing. And
Are you putting shutters? I don't see any shutters. I love it.
the curb appeal sign
Right.
has shutters.
Are you changing any of the old windows or?
That's not a plan.
So how, yeah, the other thing is the way you've rendered it, I personally think it's very skillful and beautiful. for me.
Yeah.
But I wonder, cause you've made the right presentation, but we're smart enough to see through it, that, you're gonna have the big plate glass window here, and this isn't gonna look like this. It'd be so nice if it all looked beautiful.
Well, I always encourage complete renovation. This is a young couple, and I hope their 401k is doing okay these days.
But you're comfortable because I hope that they and you have looked at a true rendering of old and new together, cause that's what you're gonna see.
I would bet you that
then it will happen.
That will happen, and we'll let you know.
Because also they are.
You're not
completely
reskinning the whole house,
not
so you just
even,
matching the
you know,
shingles
they
on
don't
the
have any
front.
kind of
Correct.
relation.
Right.
You know, we do have, mullioned pattern double hung windows, so it's not gonna, it's gonna look like a new Marvin window, but
I suppose this next to this is kind of, what are you proposing
Well,
is.
that's in the back, in the
yeah,
front.
so that's a double hung window,
That's the-
Yeah, the front, you,
and it has mullions.
What's under that? Is that a series of double hung, picture and double hung, or what is that?
it's like a big plate glass with
Is it one?
Yeah, it's one of those.
some of these
plate
are
glass.
double hungs like this. They don't look like it, but they're.
That is the one.
Yeah.
That's the one, right?
That's facing the.
Just a suggestion of, it's not our purview to tell you to do more than you are, and for others, I think it's
I
beautiful.
think that's all, no, I think it's a very good, sensitive alteration and addition, and yeah, if we could, we would encourage putting muttons where there are none, but we can't make you do it.
I will do my best to convince them.
Okay.
Anybody else have comment?
Yeah, it's nicely done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We should let that leave. We should think about it.
Oh, yes.
And tell Philip to wait.
Philip, we're just gonna have someone come back in if you just hold on for about 4 minutes. About a minute.
We did all three sets. Did you wanna see it?
Yes, yes. You should have just initial up here too, because it's same color, you can't tell.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah, just throw an initial up here, so we'll miss it on that.
Alright, so that's it for Tom. This goes with this.
Thank you, we appreciate it.
Did,
Thank you.
you have any letter by seventeen as well? Did you do this one already? Did you initial this one?
Oh, he initial read on the elevation.
And this one as well, he has to do. Okay.
Oh, on the top.
Good luck.
Thank you for your time,
Thank you.
and everyone enjoy the holiday. Thank you.
Good evening.
No, just fill up the normal.
So, good evening. So I'll present first of all, thank you for allowing me to present this project via Zoom. It's very helpful, and I hope I can convey the design intent and the project correctly. So the house is on DeVoe Road, is located up, as most of the houses, along that right side of the DeVoe Road as you come in. Check on the I guess the east side of the DeVoe Road is located high up on the hill. So it has a big winding driveway. It's set back almost on the encroaching on the rear setback. What we are proposing is two interventions to the existing house. One is a front portico to the front of the house, located here. And that is the only, except for replacement of the windows upstairs, that is the only element that we are touching at the front of the house. These are existing bay windows. Here, and then we are proposing an addition to the rear of the property where we would be adding a primary suite and then home office, expansion of the existing primary bedroom into the new addition over a home office, reconfiguring the existing part of the home here, a larger bathroom, walk-in closets, rear addition downstairs. We will add an office, and the whole addition will be over a crawl space, and we will proceed into a hillside, so it's not really feasible to add a full basement. It's beyond the scope of this project. So over a crawl space. From the exterior, I'll go to the elevations. One addition with the windows being replaced, and the side elevation and rear. One of the challenges of this project is, I know the board likes to decide, talk about how we divide the windows and the divided lights. Currently, the house does not have a lot of divided lights, and the owners are looking to standardize the approach. They do not prefer divided lights. There is an interior designer, and we are seeking more of a more modern aesthetic inside. And most of the windows in the house do not have divided lights as it stands, except for wherever there is a triple sort of a three window, there is a divided light, and not all the windows are being replaced. So we would like to continue with a theme of undivided windows. The front elevation currently, these are all the windows, but with a black or like a dark, and they look darker here, and they're like a dark gray sort of color. So we would like to replace them with double hung windows, white, make the whole house uniform. Basically, we're slowly working towards a uniform window layout of undivided lights. There is only some remaining. Wherever I guess the three sort of window appears, that's where we're keeping. So there is sort of an old, like a cottage window aesthetic that I guess was present in the original house as it was built in the, say, 70s. However, the windows are really impractical. They're heavy. They do not open up. They don't open up fully because of the way they're divided. So I did look at continuing the cottage window aesthetic, but it is not the preference of the owner, and it's the window is just not very functional beyond maybe having a certain appeal during a certain period. So if I was to go back to the addition, let me just go back to the rendering, view from the front and the view from the rear, where we're working towards standardizing the windows to 3 single. The proportion is such that we can't really do a little narrow window. It just doesn't really work well with the space. We're sort of creating a uniform 3 window and a larger lower story window above. Look directly into the hillside. At that point, the hill sort of begins to level off, so there would be a nice view from the top. We're creating corner windows, windows that line the head of the bed, the side tables. These windows should hopefully create an office which has a nice balcony feel, 3-way promontory with a 3-way vantage and out into the yard. These windows here, they do have I mean, we are away from the neighboring property, but largely they would have be probably screened for privacy, because at this point, the property does look at
The reason you have one missing window on that elevation on the ground floor behind the desk?
because that would bump into the I think this would bump into this new bar, and also we want to create some. The owner is on Zoom calls, and they want to have a nice. The interior designer was particular on having one wall where they could have a Zoom screen. But by and large, we just want to create some desks, some space for shelving.
It's just asking, I just wondered.
I think it's okay. I mean, the additions, just a question of the windows and the muttons.
Yeah, I'm okay without the muttons, because most of the house doesn't have them. I just
No,
want
other than that, I think
consistency,
it's nice. It's nicely done.
Agreed with that? Okay,
Yep, we're good. That's good.
okay, you approve, thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Good night.
No, I just wondered, I just seemed odd to me that there was a missing thing behind some desk. I think people, like everybody in their office, the Zoom screen, if you really, you know, with a window or put up a blurry or put up a little space to screen.
Yeah, but you don't want, you'd be backlit if the sun was pouring in.
Yeah, well, this one's fine. Yeah, that was my like, just soft ones.
Daisy, if I revise 2 sheets, do I have to rip the whole set?
Sorry.
That's okay, so two full and 1
Two full and 11 by 17, yeah. Oh, she,
window revision for that.
You wrote the application.
For some reason, I never said
Alright, good evening. You guys have the same picture thing?
Yeah.
So we're looking to do 2 dormers, we're not raising the ridge.
Are you the architect?
Yes, we are, Jim Hallen Bruce from DRB Architects. We're looking to do 2 dormers. This larger dormer is for the primary suite to create a primary bath and a walk-in closet. This little dormer here, or bump out as we call it, is for a home office. They just have very low knee wall there, and the roof slants down a lot in that room, so they just want to try to get more head height in that area there. This is a corner property. These are at the rear of the property, which would be east. And it's pretty wooded, as you can see from the Google Earth shot. We're matching all existing materials, which is it's cedar shake and asphalt shingles. All the trim will be prime cedar trim, including faces, rakes, soffits, and fascias. Okay. Colored also to match the existing side. We have the existing condition drawings up front, the first couple pages. And then we have, let's see, which I have here too. Obviously, we have no zoning issues, too, setbacks and all that, setbacks. It's just really for an additional space. These are new owners on that, the house owners. So essentially, what we're doing here is, so this is really the facing the rear yard. This would be the primary suite, that's the office suite there, matching windows and style. Essentially here, we just ended up doing a casement window over there because it's a small window and the double hung was just looked too small over there. So they wanted to get more air into the room, so we did a casement over there. What else is it? And this is the north elevation, the pump out on the side, same thing over here. This is actually from Lawrence Farms Road. This is the garage here, but if you're looking straight at it on the one picture, you won't even be able to see that from the street.
What's on the right side of the east elevation, you don't have any windows on that?
Right,
Part of it's existing.
this,
No, to the right, is
Yes.
that, no, to the right of that, the blank space.
here,
Is that,
that's existing, we can measure the first floor.
what's above it?
That's this will be the primary closet and the bath, the primary. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have on the first floor. That would be. I think that looks like that's a bedroom, yeah. First floor. Those are the cellar stairs going down to here. So this has to be the bedroom.
So is he matching this?
Well, hold on, so here, in the front,
Yeah. So he's matching this. This here. Yeah.
and then in the back,
And he's matching this, basically, so this would comes like that.
and you see what this one is,
Yeah, so essentially this one here. That's this elevation here, which is over here. That three window dormer, so you won't pick up this piece. You won't pick up that piece from the street. You only pick it up on the partial, when you walk into the front door. A little confused, there's so much going on with this house.
Can you, on the roof plan, just point out which ones are the new dormers in this plan?
I didn't bring a roof plan with me. Excuse me.
So,
The roof plan would be a line of where am I gonna get oriented here? It's confusing. We actually pulled
So
the framing.
this is new,
Yeah,
this is where
that's
you're,
new.
this is where you're extending this shed dormer to here,
Correct.
and then you're
Then
extending,
this over
this
here.
pops up.
Right, This is the primary suite.
Right.
The bath is the
Is that the only two roof changes?
only two roof changes. Right. And we're not raising the ridge right.
New west elevation, or is that just not being impacted at all?
Doesn't get impacted. West elevation is.
Hard to see,
Yeah, that's the front, that's essentially the front of the house.
This and this,
Which
this
is,
is the side of this, and this is the side of that.
Which this is the front of the house.
Yeah.
So it's really back part of it.
Comments, anyone?
I think it's good.
Okay, I think straightforward.
Yeah, straightforward.
Thank you.
Hate to say it's simple.
It's never simple to keep it straightforward, right? You're approved, thank you.
Having Southampton last week. That was hard. We had to go historical. That was tough. Thank you, guys. Have a great holiday.
Well,